Students, now we are going to ahead. The Fahyan, a Chinese pilgrimage in the time of Chandragupta I, praised administrations and the prosperities of the Gupta Empire. Though Chandragupta II was Vaishnav, he had a great respect for other religions. His army chief Amarkardev was the Buddhist and his state ministers Varsen was the Shiv. Many monasteries were there in the capital of Patliputra. Because of the culture achievement achieved during his reigns, the Gupta age could become the golden age. He was the patron of the scholars and poets. The great Sanskrit poet was the playwright Kalidas. Was his royal poem Dhananvantri was his royal Vaidya. Gems like scientist Varamihir's Vaital Bhatt, writer of Amar Kosh, Amar Singh, etc., use adorn of the court during his rule, sculptures and the drawing to developed. Many of the art televisions of Ajanta caves were made during his times. He built a number of Buddhist monasteries in the capital of Patliputra. Mehroli, iron pillars near the Delhi was the made during his reigns, which has not rusted for the centuries despite being in heat and rains. He made Ujjain and another capital beside the Patliputra. He divided the states into different administrative units for running streamlined administrations. In the year 1414, the great emperor Chandragupta Vikramaditya died, and from here, the end of the Gupta dynasty. After the death of Chandragupta II, his majestic sons Kumar Gupta I came to the throne. So during these times, some famous caves of Nalanda and some caves of Ajanta were erected. After the Kumar Gupta I, his brave sons Skand Gupta came to the power. The weak rulers of the post Skand Gupta's times could not be withstand the onslaught attacks of the obsessives and the powerful Huns, and the Gupta empire disintegrated. Then the administrations of Gupta age. We get the informations about the administrations during the Gupta age from the records, Smritis and the Purans. According to the governing body was divided into three sections: central, provisional and the local. The emperor was the center of the Gupta administrations. He adopted the title of Mahadhiraj Param Bhagwat. Usually, Prince was appointed as the head of the province. Kumar Matya and the commissioner played a major role in the province. The province was called the Bhukti, whose head was the regionals. The province was divided into districts, and the district was called the Vishya. A committee was formed at the village level, which include the elders, village head, and the important adult citizens. And here, the economic conditions of the during Gupta age. In the economic term, Gupta age was the golden periods. Farming, internal trades, and the international trade will very developed. Social farming practice include annual 3 years and 5 years farming, wheat, rice in North India, sugarcane in Gandhar, grapes in and kesar in Kashmir, and the coconut in the Kamrup were grown. Rice was grown in largely quantity in Bengal, cotton in Gujarat and Sindh, and the silk was produced in Bengal. Trade of condiments and the spicy silks and cottons has developed in the South India. King used to tax 1/6 of the total production's land was donated to Brahmins and temples. International trade was the epitome of the Gupta age. Cotton, silk, and the spices were exported to the Europe from the India through the Central Asia, while cotton, silk, spices, condiments, and the timber were exported to the east and the west of the world through the international ports like Khambat, Bharuch, Sopara, and the Tamrapali. Gold, silver, and other items were imported.